girl Simply Love, and I'm back with another My Cadillac Confessions. Okay, we are sitting in the car, got it running, got the air running, and we're ready to go. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you wake up with, positive energy, doing your meditations, taking time out for yourself, and loving yourself, because loving yourself will bring on the love that matches your energy. Always remember that your energy brings on people, places, and things that match your energy. Okay. Sometimes when it's when you're gifted, with that empath energy, you attract all people. Basically, you attract all kind of people, places, and things in your life. Just to let you know how strong you really are, because a lot of empaths can handle a whole lot of shit, more than just people that don't use their energies and their vibrations, and letting the world take over them and make them cold. If you listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire, back in the day, they give us all kind of spiritual advice in their songs. Like it says, don't grow cold with this world, because this world really ain't got nothing to do with you. It's all what you got to do with yourself, and creating your own world by your energies that you have. You don't let this world get to you. You stay at childlike, and I don't mean acting like a kid and all that. I mean just like you have a heart of a child. A heart of a child is very innocent. Okay, it's like you don't have no bad intentions towards people. You don't have that type of heart, even though you've been through same trials and tribulations that every goddamn body else is going to be going through. Empath usually just takes it on the shoulder, rub it off, and just keep it going. And people look at empathic people as though they are somebody to just run over top of, get over on, and take advantage of. But you're just going to realize the hard way, when you run into a empathic person, you know who they are. You know who they are because you look at them as being dumb and stupid, and then you go as far as trying to get over on them, playing slick. But this person has a heart of gold. They've been through shit, a whole lot of shit. They just refuse to let this world get them down, because they are motherfucking special. You better believe that. Hands up to all you empaths. I feel you. I know what you done been through since day motherfucking one. But you are the winners. You are the survivors. You're the true survivors. Regardless of what other people think, regardless of what other people say, regardless of what other people try to do to you, my empaths, it's never going to work. Ever. You're a teacher, you're a motivator, you're an inspirer, just by the energy that you carry alone. Now listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the way of the world. Plant your flowers and you'll grow a pearl. Listen to the music, listen to the lyrics of that song. That's the way of the world. That's what was floating around in my head today when I was doing my meditation. That's the way of the world. You keep that innocence about yourself in your spirit. I'm not saying going around, and that's what's wrong with people, going around acting like they a kid in high school, a 10-year-old, a 5-year-old at that, grown people. Because they're taking their life experiences as something personal, instead of finding out and sitting down who the fuck they really are. They rather just go around and, gravitate and latch on to empaths' energy. They see it. They know it. Don't think that they don't. You can't feel sorry for them. You can just be you. And that what teaches them to be them, hopefully. Oh, boy. Now, the subject that I have here is, I need you guys to get down in the comment sections. Let me know what you feel, what you think or whatever. But I've noticed this push in the conscious community And I could name some names, but I'm not going to do that. I just ain't that. I'm just taking the information that I get and, you know, and consult with myself and my inner self and say, I'm going to give my opinion on it. I'm not, this is, like I said, my CADILLAC Confessions is no judgment session. It's an advice session, and it's just knowledge, learning. It's a learning situation is what I feel. That's why I came up with it, or the Spirit allowed me to come up with it, because Spirit can use me to do some shit, boy. I tell you, there's so much stuff be going across in my head, and it could be overload sometime, you know. But, you know, I gotta be me. I gotta be me. I gotta stay active. Long as my brain cells is working, Spirit can use it, you know, until the day I go. It's just that simple. So, what I wanted to talk about was this situation, like I said, in the conscious community, that they're spreading a lot in a lot of these you know, so-called name religions. I don't get into all that, you know. I don't put myself in no box, you know. I know how I was raised, I know what I went through, but you know, life experiences taught me different. That all this stuff that they got in boxes and labels and all, you know, and I still to today have to watch myself with, you know, labeling things and putting things in a box and looking at, I have to look at it with an open mind. I have to look at everything with an open mind and become one, like a circle. Like, this shit going on in this universe, nothing in it has happened already before. It just keeps circling around, and we're at another, you know, we're at a point now to where it's hitting a reset again. Every time it comes to the age of Aquarius, it's all about a reset process, okay? And the ones that get it and know it, they jump on that wheel that turns. They don't stay stuck and stagnant. They move on to a higher level of consciousness. Not saying nobody's better than nobody. What I'm saying is that people have to learn from whatever they're going through. People have to learn who the fuck they really are. I mean, everybody is an empath. Everybody. But everybody can't hold that energy because they let it go. They let it go. They leave it by the side. They don't care about all that. They into worldly things and what the world has to offer, which is man-made. It's a system. People are into a system of lies, deceit, failure, self-indulging, lust, greed. That's all man-made system. That is not of the Most High. That is not what He put in you before you came here. None of that is what He put in you when you came here. And that's what you come here to experience, that this is not you. This is not what you be attached to. Moving on. So, okay, the subject in the conscious community, so-called conscious communities, these different religions and all that, they be on here, you know, trying to preach to you or teach you all. They call themselves preachers and teachers, and they just like acting like they giving you some knowledge like you don't fucking know. Like I said, everything has just repeats itself over and over again. The people that don't learn and shit, as that age of Aquarius comes around, they just fucking fall right back into the same system again, whether it's a spiritual or physical, you know. So above, so below. Okay, what the fuck happened in the spirit world is happening right the fuck here. And when are we going to understand that stuff? So what I'm saying is that everything just repeats itself. There's nothing new. Nothing. I don't care how many cycles it appears or you go around. It's nothing fucking new that you do or anybody else that think that they telling you something that is new. It's nothing new. Energies are energy. We're all energy people, energy-based people, and we're all here just to remember who the fuck we are. And that's just the bottom line. We are all empathic. We are all the fucking universe. We are all that there is. And And once if we don't realize that, like I said, all you do is keep turning around in that same old it's like they put their mouse in them little round things and it just keep running and running and running, don't never go nowhere. Yeah, that wheel is turning, but the one that's pushing the little mouse and that's how we are too as people. The little mouse inside is just running and running, getting tired and tired, but ain't fucking going nowhere because you don't want to use your mind and get off of the fucking wheel. And then you start moving and then you go somewhere. It's just that simple. Stop going around and around and around and around in circles and just get nowhere. The only way you're going to get somewhere if you get off of that fucking wheel of the repeated shit that you do over and over again. Just jump off of it and you start moving and you will be going somewhere. It's just that simple. Okay, the subject I wanted to talk about was this poly shit that's going around. Is some of these they call themselves conscience teachers, and like I said, nothing here has not ever been done before. It's just going to keep going around until everybody understands the fact that we are all the universe. We are all the same, and we are all. I'm going to explain that to you with some cards, okay? And you can also look on my community site that I just made a post of that Spirit gave me to write. You can look on that. So they're pushing this, what they call, let me put what do I do with my glasses? Okay. They call it polygamous. Yeah, polygamous. Some people call, short for poly. So, poly, should you or shouldn't you? These are my thoughts, all right? These are my thoughts from what I feel as far as, a moral system, the spiritual system. It's more the spiritual, and like I said, if you don't understand that you are not a physical being, you are a spiritual being with an avatar body, just to come here to learn the lessons you need to learn so you can hop off that motherfucking wheel, so you don't have to keep going around in circles and circles and circles again. Do you not understand that, who you are? You come here to remember who you are, and your situations and your life teachings teach you this so you can move forward and be the person you're supposed to be. I mean, who wants to fucking come back here again and keep going around and around? I mean, yeah, you're not going to remember, but you're going to come back to remember what you didn't remember before. So that's like a circle. You just keep going around and around. What they call reincarnation, coming back, whatever the hell you want to do. If you don't learn it, you're coming back again. Yeah, you're not going to remember. You're going to be in a different circumstance. You may not be in the same circumstance that you in this time, okay? All of us have experienced our karmic experience. We can't... Spirit, please. I don't want to get too deep on folks. I don't want to do that, okay? Not saying I know everything. I'm talking about through experiences and what it really truly is. I know a lot. I can feel like I've been here before, because when I get older, I can remember a lot of things. Like, I just remember a lot of things, and then I can see things coming too. And a lot of that, like, all of us have that energy in us. A lot of us are afraid of it. A lot of us don't believe it because they were taught otherwise in these matrix systems. You've been in this system for a long time, so you believe what you've been taught and what you've been told. And that Jesus, God, it has nothing to do with spirit. Nothing. It's just a storytelling to you, a story to keep you in the system, okay? Keep you in the system, because once you come out of the system, you can't go back. You really can't. And maybe that's what people are afraid of. They're in their comfort zone, you know, going around in circles in this system, this belief system that's not really real. You're going to find that out sooner or later, okay? And you know, when you find it out, some of you going to be lost in it. You're going to be like wanting to get out that bitch, okay? But you're going to have to circle around and learn the lesson again. Zip, you know, wipe away what you've learned, and then you got to come back and start it all over again. Go through the strife, the struggle, to learn your lessons and excel in your consciousness to where you don't have to, you know, jump on this wheel again. You'll just be at peace in spirit, in your own spiritual way, remembering who you are and where you come from. Okay, so I keep going back to that. Maybe, I don't know, do you want me to talk about this? I mean, you got me writing it down. I've written it down. Okay, I'll just combine this shit. I hope this lady ain't coming over here to talk to me. I'm in my car, minding my own business, windows up, air on. Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going. All right. So we're talking about poly. Let me get this shit out. Should you or shouldn't you? Or should you listen to this type of stuff? Sometimes we got to watch some of the things, because they talk about poly, which is like, you know, a man and or woman takes on different husbands or wife. Like they have many husbands and wives, many girlfriends, however the fuck you want to put it. This shit hasn't worked in the past. You know, because they'll tell you, oh, well, you know, in the history, in the Bible, or whatever they say, you know, they've done that as part of the natural thing. You're supposed to, what they say, what do they call it? You're supposed to be fruitful. From what they say, you supposed to have, a man is supposed to have more than one woman so they can recreate, you know, plenish the universe. What the fuck? Really? You can't replenish the you can't you can't be fruitful with one person. You can't have a baby with one person. You can't put a part of your fruits in this world with one person. You got to have 2, 3, 4 different women in order for the world to be fruitful. It's fruitful to fuck enough. You know what I'm saying? What do you need 2 or 3 to finish the world? That don't make no sense to me. I mean, that, to me, my own opinion, that don't really make no sense to me. Because for one thing, the physical aspect of it is this. Everybody is a human being. Everybody got feelings and fucking emotions, whether they show it or not, or whether they try to, you know, keep themselves with, you know, what they call it, not having emotions, just, you know, running off of fucking what they want and shit like that. Because that's what this kind of reminds me of. They on here trying to teach people, trying to throw it down somebody's throat, that men are supposed to have several women in order to impregnate her to make the world fucking fruitful. Get the fuck out of here. Because, like I said, on the physical aspect of it, I mean, is this man supposed to... I just think it's an old myth, and I think they did do that stuff. I believe they still do it today. They've done it. Like I said, nothing is new under the sun here. Under the sun, there's fucking nothing new. It just keeps repeating itself. And what's repeating itself in this type of situation is very toxic. Because that's why things keep happening in the world over and over again through these man-made beliefs. It don't never change. It always fails. It fucking fails every time. Because of people's belief systems and what they hear somebody else telling them. Like it's something fucking brand new. Like they just woke up in the morning and said, this is something new and I better get on here and tell people about it. I'm just, you know, like I said, this is advice, and now I'm just trying to make some realization and some common sense on this shit that I hear some things that's being talked about. And if it don't feel right in my spirit, I know it's not right in spirit in general, because if you really go back into the history of it all, it didn't never work out. Then, you know, whatever times this wheel's been turned, it keeps on turning, it's going to constantly turn. It's going to constantly turn every time. And then that reset button hits in the age of Aquarius. That's when things start to change, and it depends on, it's just on the people that want to change that will get into this, out of this matrix system. Aquarius comes here to get people out of their comfort zone. That's what the fuck it is. All right. I just feel like it's out of balance. And on the spiritual aspect of it, and on the physical aspect, as I was saying, I feel like my thoughts are this. You're going to have a certain amount of money in order to take care of a bunch of fucking kids and a bunch of fucking women. All right, you can't get by that unless these bitches are fucking straight up brainwashed. I mean, yeah, there's such thing as brainwashed. People manipulate people all the fucking time, and if you ain't got no damn sense, you could fall into a situation like this. But what when at this point in time, when they wake the fuck up and say, you know, this shit ain't right, and then what's gonna happen then is that's when the toxic energy is seeping through. That toxic energy seeps through, and it just shows its ugly head eventually. If things may start, and that's where anything may start out, especially if you live in under the system, the way the system got the things systemized for how you should conduct yourself and how it should be in the world. You will end up fucked up every time. Even the system is fucked up through the systems that they try to throw out there to everybody else. They are the people that the lawmakers or whatever these people are, they're all fucked up in the first place. So they put down fucked up systems for everybody else to be fucked up. That's just like you know, you get around certain people and they want you to be fucked up just because they're fucked up. Whatever situation that may be. I don't want to get into all different scenarios. That's going to take all day. But whatever situation it may be, somebody fucked up about something and they around you, they want you to be fucked up right along with it. Or else they you know, don't want to be bothered. And you know what? So fucking be it. So fucking be it. People come around, people talking the most idiotic shit. Grown fucking people. Do you think I want to hear that fucking shit? I know I don't. I don't want to hear no idiot, because I'm going to cut your ass off in fucking 5 seconds and shit if I hear some stupid ass shit don't even make no damn sense, that ain't even got nothing to do with me or the person that's speaking about that. What the fuck that got to, what does your toxic energy got to do with fucking me? Why are you spreading your toxic energy to me for? What the fuck is wrong? And I'm going to bring that fucking shit to that. What the fuck is wrong with you that you got to spread some toxic energy to me or whoever? What's the fuck wrong with you? I ain't gonna sit around and listen to people places about that bullshit like that. I'm not on in my own personal. I ain't doing that. I do readings and shit. You know, I deal with the energies with that. You know, that's what I'm supposed to do. But when it comes to my own personal private life and being peaceful and happy within myself, I ain't got time to be hearing that bullshit. Shit that don't make sense. Shit that's toxic. Shit that's nasty. All that type of shit. No, I'm gonna have to put somebody in there. Like, look, what the I don't want to hear your fucking shit and move the fuck on. That way, the next time they see me, they know to just go on the fuck by me. Period. Sometimes you have to teach people how you want to be treated. Fuck that. And that's just the truth. You have to teach some people, because if you don't, they're going to come at you with any old type of shit and expect you to just listen and take that shit in. Some people, if you a decent person, if you got any type of morals and values about yourself, you would step right on that person and say, whoa, wait a minute. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. I ain't got time for it. Go tell it to some fucking body else, because that type of information, my ears don't want to hear it. Period. I ain't better than you. I don't think I'm better than you, but god damn it, that stupid shit you talking, I don't fucking want to hear it. Okay? And if you come with me with some decent fucking conversation, You know, acting like you got some grown up conversation for me, we'll talk. Other than that, get the fuck out of my face with the bullshit that you talking. That's nasty, dirty, and grimy. Because I ain't got that energy like that. You could come to me with a decent conversation. Other than that, move the fuck on. I ain't gotta listen to that bullshit. And anybody that does, they fucking just likes it. They like it. Some kind of gossip. Maybe they like gossip. Maybe they ain't got fucking else, nothing to do in their fucking life, so they listen to other people's bullshit all fucking day. And then they regurgitate that shit to some goddamn body else that don't want to hear the shit. Moving on. Again, poly. I think it's out of balance. I don't care how acceptable it was in the past, because that's what they tell you. That's the excuse that they give you. Oh, it worked back in the day, and they used to do that, and have different women, and and more likely that's because that's where they get it from. Like I said, there's nothing new under the sun. Dumb bastards. There's nothing new under the sun. Of course it happened before. But the fuck, did it work? Did you do any research to see if that shit worked? I'm sure they had different women. I'm sure they made babies out of it. But was there anything that was established and worked? And did it really work? That's what I want to fucking know. Did it really work? And if it did, and they had all these women, they had different babies by all these different women that they had as supposed to be wives, how come it's still dysfunction in the world right now? How come? Can anybody answer me that question? If it was so much being fruitful and having all these different women and having babies by them and shit and fruitile the world, how come it's still so fucking toxic then? How come? Answer me that question, conscious community. You ones, you know who you are, that spread this teaching out to everybody. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. To me, it's not working. It's not convincible to me at all. No way, shape, or form. To me, it's like that male ego. Like somebody... To me, this is just my opinion. I'm saying anybody's like, I'm just my opinion. To me, it's like a male egotistic type of situation. Maybe back then, in all them times, maybe there was kings and queens. Maybe everybody was a fucking king and queen. Maybe everybody was on some kind of ego trip and shit, where, oh, we got so much money we can do. Because that's what's really happening today. The same fucking shit. If you have a certain amount of money in your life or status, you're able to buy whatever the fuck it is you want to buy. Even when it comes to human beings. Because that's just the way it fucking is. And you want to be poly, you're going to have to have a lot of money to support and to make everybody fucking happy evenly. And even then, I don't fucking see it working. I really don't. Something's going to slip through them crevices. Somebody's mind's going to change. Because we grow, or supposed to grow and evolve ourselves, consciously every day. Somebody's going to say, it always fucking happened in any story about whatever you call it, poly, or, where people going around, couples getting into other people's couples and they having all sex together and all this fucking shit. It always come crashing down at the end. It always end up being nothing. Unsatisfied. Still. Because you know why? Because these particular people are unsatisfied with themselves. They're not looking at themselves. They're looking outside of themselves for all kind of pleasures and money or whatever is out there that they can get their hands on without them having to do the work themselves. That's what the problem is. As we talk about all the time. You have to love yourself so fucking much that you ain't walking out here with your hand out wanting to reach out and get what somebody else have. You'll already have that within inside yourself. And that's where peace and love resides, within you. You have to make it. Because surely when you make it like that, you'll do nothing but attract all of that. You'll attract that type of energy too. You ain't got to worry about the rest of the fucking world and what's out there, what you can chase and what you can get. And you know, constantly go around on this wheel instead of stepping out on your own and making it. That's what the fuck I'm saying. So I you know, this polygamous shit, I just think it's bullshit. And I don't think it's gonna do anything to help the world. No matter how many kids you bring into the world by several different women, it's not gonna fucking work. Period. You got these kids that you gotta explain to. Okay, I guess all these kids that you making by these different, and they grow up. They're like, where my dad? And they got kids. This is normal. Okay, the kids is looking at. Okay, there's other kids by this woman, and I mean, what the fuck? That's very time consuming and very stressful, if you ask me. Especially if somebody, you know, seeps through the cracks. When somebody seeps through the cracks, that means somebody, you know, comes in reality to their self, come out of this. Because this is sort of, to me, like I said, like a massive manipulation. Like they get people with low self-esteem and agree to this motherfucking shit that they talking, and they fall into it. But what about when they wake up one day and say, you know, what if the Most High talk to them one night and say, hey, you know what, this ain't right, and they wake up, there's the crack right there. There's the crack right there. And once it cracks, the cracks start getting longer and longer, and then all of a sudden it busts wide open and the shit fails every time. You better believe it does. Okay? So they can push and tell people that this is right. Who the fuck are they anyway to say this shit is right? I mean, how can you preach something of morals and values and then turn around and say that God said to be fruitful? Well, show me the part, though. I mean, he did. Somebody said be fruitful, or else we wouldn't even be here. But if we being fruitful, show me the part where he said, okay, I want you men to have many wives and shit that you want, many of them that you want, and just get out there and stick your dick in all of them and make them pregnant and fruit for the world, because one woman can't fucking do it. One woman in your life can't, you know, it's just not enough. Oh, that's just not enough. We need to be fruitful. We need to have many of women and shit, impregnate them and plant your seed all over the fucking place. I want to know where the hell the book that you said that it says this. I want it to be very specific too. That, you know, that you're saying that the Most High is saying, have many women as you can and be fruitful. Get them all pregnant. I want that. I want it. I want to see that. I want somebody to show that to me where it says that, because I don't fucking believe so. Because in the beginning, if you know, it was man and woman, you know, if this story is supposed to be what it is, which I don't believe that. I believe there was many of people. I don't think he just created two and fucking, and then everybody get in the fucking world. I just can't believe that shit. I don't believe this world came from just two people alone. I feel like there was many of couples in this world. I do. And I do believe there was some family incest. I do believe that. I believe all of that. But did it ever work? No, it never worked. Because we would still be in the situation now. We wouldn't have to have a reset every fucking Aquarius, every time Aquarius comes around. Every time it comes around, it wouldn't have to be that way. It wouldn't have to reset, and people wouldn't have to stop to take a good look at what the fuck is going on in this universe. It wouldn't be like that. I just think it's an ego thing. And again, ego is edging God out. So that's all the fuck they doing. They telling you that the power, whatever y'all say, who's what and where, that said this, that supposedly said that you're supposed to be doing this and this is right and this is, you know, of morals and values and things. But you know, it's like this too. Everybody, y'all need to have your own mind. And when you have your own mind, you are the world. And you will be getting energies to guide you to what and where and things, how things are of this universe is. It's going to tell you through this journey. It is. No doubt. It's no doubt. And yeah, you may not be acceptable in it, not wanting to be a part of it. That's cool. That's okay. Because it's going to do nothing but bring you heartache and pain anyway. That's all it's going to bring you. So be aside from the rest. Don't be like the fucking rest. Because if you really look at them in their lives, they just keep repeating shit over and over again. And call you fucking crazy because you don't want to be a part of it. This world is fucking backwards as fuck. They make you think being a part of something immoral and not spiritual, like not acceptable at all, to make you feel like something's wrong with you because you don't want to participate, because you don't want to be it. You're crazy because you're saying certain things. You know what? But that's okay though. That's okay. Don't worry about them. Keep it moving. Be alone if you have to be, and you're really not alone. Not if you love yourself. You never look at yourself as being alone, because that's when you start become obsessed. If you don't, you start obsessing with things. You start like, oh my, panicking, okay, all type of shit like that. You start acting like, oh my God, I think I'm alone too long, and oh my, no. If you love yourself enough, you wouldn't think like that, and you wouldn't succumb to temptation at all. Temptation don't even exist in your world. Your consciousness has rose above all of that. You already know, and you're aware. Once you're aware, once you're open to who you are and knowing who you are, there's no way you can go back anyway. There's no way you can go back, because you are all knowing. You are all knowing. You came from an all knowing. You're gonna lead to an all knowing if you pass your test. And you don't have to worry about coming back here, jumping on a wheel, not even knowing what wheel you're going to be on, and trying to get somewhere on it and not. Period. And not. I'm looking at the clouds to see if I can read them, because I love to read the clouds. I don't see nothing yet. Okay. So, and the only thing I can say about this polygamy stuff, like, they just keep pushing this, and a lot of what I do see is a lot of these men are really in their ego. I mean, it's so obvious if you really look. Don't listen, because they real good with words. They good with finessing words in order to get you to believe. When somebody has to finesse words to get you to believe in them, something's wrong with that motherfucker. For real. They are the ones that are manipulators. Hear me good. They're the ones that are manipulators. I'm just telling the fucking truth. I'm just giving my thoughts and opinions on this shit. All right? I ain't trying to finesse nobody into doing shit. All right? But yeah, be careful of it, because we've seen it so many times in this world. Don't be so finessed by the way somebody tells you something, knowing it's not right. They're gonna have to finesse you, because if they be their true authentic self, it's gonna show that shit ain't right. It's a given. But just be careful of these ones that got these, the good words to say. I know I cuss, but still, I'm not trying to finesse anybody. I'm just trying to get the truth across. I'm getting the words of spirit across. What they telling me, the energies don't matter. It's the fucking truth. The truth is the truth. You can hide it all you want. It's still gonna come out. All right? Period. That's just life. When are we going to fucking learn this? Get off that fucking wheel and walk your own fucking walk. Period. Because if you try to walk somebody else's walk, try to listen to what somebody else is trying to tell you, that's been here for God knows how long. They just finessing it and make it sound so good so you can fall into the shit. And prepare for the outcome that comes with it as well. Because these motherfuckers can make shit sound so fucking good. That's temptation. That's the devil. That's the dark side of energy. That's a dark energy. That's all the devil is. It's a dark energy. It's that low vibrational energy. It's that thing that perceives things, tempt things, and put it in front of your face. Or, you know, it's your inner self that you have no control of. That's all the devil is. It's an inner self, a part of your inner self that you have no control over. You let it take over, overcome you. And then if you keep doing it over and over again, then you become that rat on the wheel, running around, but never getting any fucking where. You're just running in circles. That's what the devil energy is. It gets you to run in circles and rerun the same shit over and over again through your temptations that you have no control of. And you can have control of it. That's where the balance, temperance come from. You have to balance that shit out. Period. Too much of anything is not any good for no one. I don't give a fuck what it is. Even if it's something that's good for you, you do it too much, that shit ain't good for you. Period. It's time to balance shit out here. And all I can say with this type of shit, this poly stuff, where men feel as though they can have more than one wife, or, I mean, whatever you want to call it, more than one partner and all. I mean, ain't people doing that fucking shit without having to join a group or without having to get married to somebody? Ain't they doing that shit nowadays anyway, without all the names and shit of it? And then they turn around and say, you know, oh, women are hoes, and, you know, oh, and these men ain't no fucking good. Well, does it make it you a good person because you saying that Most High said that you can have so many wives and plug them up with babies and just make the world fruitful? What about are you talking about the rest of the shit that goes along with that shit? Are you going to talk about that? The responsibility that comes along, because it is a responsibility. Or if it ain't, then you might as well talk this shit. You stop talking shit about women being hoes and having a whole bunch of babies then, and men being irresponsible. Stop talking about that shit then, because if you really look at it, it's the same thing. If that's something you want to fucking do, I mean, hey, people gonna do what they want to do anyway. But don't try to string nobody else in on the shit or make them have a belief system that you believe in. That ain't right. If you want to go around fucking a bunch of women and making a bunch of babies, do it. You ain't got to get on no channel and make everybody should do this and do that. Fuck it. That's what you want to do. You fucking do it. How about that? How about that? Stop spreading that shit around. Everybody got to do whatever the hell they want to do, and then suffer the consequences about whatever it's going to be in the end. How about doing that? Stop getting on here, even preachers and all this stuff, trying to finesse people into getting what you want to get out of them, and then leaving them stringing along on the outside when the consequences come falling down. Because that's just all the fuck it is. Let's keep it 100 here. And I don't give a shit what it is, tarot. There's people in here just finessing your fucking ass to fucking death, okay? It is. And it's just the truth. There's good and bad in every fucking thing you do. Have to learn to be deciphered enough to see through it. That's like I don't watch TV all fucking day, but if I do watch it, I already know what I'm looking at. Because there ain't nothing on there that can convince me to make and believe. I'm going to cipher through that shit and I'm going to judge it. I got the right to. If I see something that ain't right, and you know there's a whole lot of shit that ain't right on it, don't make no fucking sense. But a lot of people look at it like that's the real fucking world and this is how we supposed to act. If not, take a look at TV and turn it off and go out in the world and look and see if you don't see the same shit you see on fucking TV. Tell me if you don't. If you tell me you don't, you're a liar and you don't want to face responsibility of what's really going on here. You're living in this unrealistic world, this unreal systematic world. And you ain't gonna tell me no damn better. You'll sit up there and watch some shit. You just, like I said, just look around you. Look how much TV influences the fucking world because they're acting out on it themselves. After they turn the TV off, they're acting out that shit that they see on TV. You ain't gonna tell me. Even grown adults, they look at all these Tyler Perry bullshit and all this other shit. It ain't nothing but grime and dirt, sins and sinners and all that shit. Y'all get off on all this drama type shit. You must be a drama type person, because if you like looking at that shit, you're fucking that too. You are that what you're watching. Trash. It don't even make any sense. It is a waste of time and energy. You sit up there watching some shit that's just like don't make no fucking, and then you don't even realize you watching enough, you'll start acting like that shit. You'll start growing feelings. I mean, I see people growing feelings behind these motherfuckers talking about, yeah, well, what's that show used to come on? Oh, that hip hop and all that type of stuff. Oh, yeah, they hit so-and-so. You start getting emotionally involved with this shit. And it's supposed to be entertainment, right? That's what it's supposed to be. But y'all, they know it ain't to y'all, because they know you, and I'm not saying this for everybody. I'm just saying, they know that you are going to take it as emotional drive, and once you're emotionally driven by everything, you start conforming to it. You start to be it, because you're just emotionally involved. Your head ain't nowhere to fucking be found in the bitch. Nowhere. Because if it was, you wouldn't be watching that shit like that every day, all day. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't fucking do it. Why? Because you're designed to be here to create things. You know, to create things. You're a creator, you're a magician. I'm gonna get to that in just one second. If you have your mind, and that's what the fuck they want. They want you to be an emotional dumbass being, almost like a fucking robot. So your emotions get involved, and you get easily involved in this shit. That's like if somebody, you talk about their actor or something like that, you know, one of their favorite actors, they'll seriously go to fuck off on you. They will go off on you talking about a fucking actor and shit that they know that has a regular life, I suppose, like anybody else, eat shit, piss, and all that. And they come, you know, they just an actor performing. But you ain't looking at it like that. You looking at that like that's that real fucking person. Like that's how they live their fucking life behind closed doors. Like they don't shit, they don't piss, they don't do nothing. They just to you is that person. That's what I'm saying. When you all in your emotions about any fucking thing, whether it's physical or spiritual, you better believe you on a road of destruction. And that's not destruction, not what somebody else does. Is because of your own mind. It's destruction of your own mind. Because, you know, if you're looking at things like that, your mind, you're not even using your dome. Your dome sits on top of your head, god damn it, and it helps to evoke the things that you're supposed to be doing by thinking before you act. They always say think before you act. I hear that all, think before you act, and that's the damn truth. Some people don't think before they act, they just fucking act. And when you just act out of something, you're acting out of your emotions. You're an emotional vampire, bitch. That's what the hell you are, an emotional van. You run off your fucking emotions and you fucking trip over yourself every time, and you get back in that wheel and start running and running and running and running. And ain't going no damn where, okay? Ain't going nowhere. Now, you know, to all of y'all about preaching this polygamous shit with, you know, AKA poly, that's the short word for it. God damn it, you do this shit. And tell me and write a book about this shit, okay? Write a book about the shit, all the wives involved, all the children involved, and what's going on there in their life after you done, you know, you done, you know, paid and do your due diligence with all the. I mean, god damn, ain't that kind of that's a stressful fucking life, if you ask me, trying to deal with all kind of different personalities of a woman, and you know what I'm saying, and they got to deal with each other, and you know, you know, they kind of brainwashed at the beginning, but you know, sooner or later, like I said, they come that shit starts to crack and fall the fuck apart. It really does. It does. It don't work because ain't no brain power being used in it. If it was brain power used in it, they would be talking about, well, you know, it's polygamy, and here's what it says in the Bible, and show you that shit where it says it in the Bible. All men go out here and get several wives, but don't point out the shit of how you go about it financially, and are you financially ready for this? You have enough money, because that's just the real fucking deal. Do you have enough money to pay all of this? Do you have enough money to spread? You want to spread your fucking seed, but do you have fucking seeds to fucking make it grow, bitch? Do you? Do you have enough money? And you women that might get brainwashed by this shit, or before you do it, you better find out if they got enough money to provide for you. Fuck all that polygamy shit just for you to be underneath a title of polygamy. Oh yeah, this is all right. He said this is all right. And you better find out if they're going to be able to support your ass and your children too, and make sure they got a good mind on their head, that they know how to raise motherfuckers. Period. That they know how, that they're going to have to give you as much energy as they do the next woman and the next woman, or how many women they want in this polygamous situation. Their energies is going to have to be matching each and every one of those persons. If not, that's where the cracks start coming in. Does one man have that motherfucking much energy that they can give the same amount of energy that they give to you to another one? I'm talking about equal shit. All at the same motherfucking time, because that can happen too, where it come all same time. Them bitches go have hormones and all type of shit that pops up. And you, one man that got all these women, you have to be the strong one, right? You the man. You got it going on. You can handle all of this. That means you got to handle each one of their personalities at any given fucking time. It ain't gonna be when you fucking want it to happen. It's just gonna fucking happen. Are you got that much strength to do that? I want to know, because a bitch ass man ain't got strength enough to handle one, yet alone 5 or 6 of them. Come on now, let's just keep it fucking real. Before y'all women start believing that shit that these men trying to tell you, that you supposed to be involved with one man and there's several wives, and y'all gonna live a happy fucking life together. You better get the fuck out of here and wake up to the real deal, because if you don't, you gonna find the fuck out. And you might be able to, if I was you, I would make a book or a movie about it. How it all fucking came out after a polygamous not all the shit, not all the shit they talking. I'm talking about the actions behind it. How does it really work the fuck out in the end? Everybody turns out happy. Everybody turns out healthy. All the women are healthy. Everybody's happy. Everybody got equal this and that and this. Really? Is that how it's supposed to go? Is that the way? I haven't heard anything about that point yet. And the motherfuckers that's talking, and I don't even believe they don't even have to. They still just have one person, far as I see, unless they something they ain't saying or showing. They all still have one woman. What the fuck are they out here preaching about polygamy? Have they lived that life? I don't give a shit what they said they read about it, or preaching about, or taught about, or what the Most High say and all that. Have they actually lived that life and have been successful? That's what I want to hear, a polygamous successful lifestyle. I want to hear about it, goddammit, and I want to hear the truth about it. I don't want it to be on TV. I want to see it actually really being a successful type move here. And like I said, that's my own opinion. That's the way I feel. Spiritually, that's the way I fucking feel. And guess what? Do what you want to do. Believe what you want to believe. Be finessed all the fuck you want to. But you better use your mind over your heart. Because that's all these motherfuckers all here. YouTube, every goddamn where else, are finessing your fucking heart. TV, they're finessing your fucking emotionals. I don't care what it is you watching. Men get all fucking emotional over a fucking game and shit. What the fuck? So it's every fucking where. It's gonna always be a problem deep down inside. We not robots in this bitch. We not robots. We are human beings and we're gonna have a human fucking experience on this world. In order to have that human experience and grow and learn and to find out and remember who you truly really are outside of this matrix, You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn to motherfucking day. I feel like men who believe in this poly stuff that they always preach, that the Most High says, this is what they always say. He says, be joyful and fruitful, okay, and multiply. That's the main thing. That's the plug they get you in on, and that's the plug they can get you on, because it's written by the fuck who, I don't know, and that's fine. Be joyful and fruitful and multiply. But do you have to have multiple women to multiply? My mom and dad had 13 kids, 13, 14. They had one couple of them that left, through birth. They had 14. If that's not being fruitful and multiplying, tell me what the fuck it is. That's not enough? That ain't enough? And again, let's look at the physical aspects of all of this. Is the money going to be enough for all of this? If it is, that's fine. That's all fine. But is the spiritual aspect going to fit into it too? When these bitches start going in their emotional side of themselves, when some of them start waking up and saying, fuck this shit, that bitch getting too much, giving too much, that bitch, you know what I'm saying? That's just a fact of life. Everybody got their own emotional, ups and downs and shit like that. People start waking the fuck up and be like, this shit ain't fucking right, okay? Tell me how this fucking shit work. Because if it work, it should be a worldwide motherfucking thing. And don't need polygamy anymore. I mean, these women are up here open their legs up and having so many fucking kids and don't even know who the fucking daddies is. Like, come on now. It's the same thing. Daddies ain't even taking care. They run off somewhere. They done had a baby, ran off. So the mothers don't even know what the fuck happened to them. Come on now. We got to get this shit right first. When you talk about some polygamy shit, having more and getting some stable. I'm looking around. I don't see too many kings and queens up here with a whole bunch of fucking money. Like, everybody got a fucking bunch of money, because that's what it's going to, bottom line, that's what it's going to take to make the shit work. Just to even get the shit popping off. Can I say it that way? Just to even pop the shit off, you gonna have to pop out some fucking money here, okay? That's what you're gonna have to do. Point blank. You gonna have to be some kind of rich motherfucker. And like I said, them rich people that had that type of money don't think like a regular, because the people that I hear say are just regular, ordinary Joe Blows to me. They regular, ordinary Joe Blows out here telling people that have many wives and shit, but ain't telling them that they need the money to do it. They ain't telling them, these bitches go, you're gonna have to give the same energy to each and every one of them, or somebody's gonna pop the fuck off and act stupid and all. They don't tell you all that they got, these kids, if you want them to go to college, that you're gonna have to be financially ready when these kids grow up, and they gotta be healthy with this one father that wants to have all these kids, that they gotta, grow them up, and give all of them kids the same fucking energy, but they got different moms and shit. Come on, give me a fucking break. Y'all better get a clue about this finessing of situations that people try to put you in. Or I want to see them in that bitch, and I want to see them successful in it, especially somebody that ain't got no fucking money. I want to see that shit be successful. God damn it, that's what I want to see. All you want, teachers, so-called teachers, and preaching this, the first thing that come out that be joyful and fruitful. And multiply. That's the first thing they fucking come out their mouth, because that's the shit that they can, highlight and show it to you all fucking day long. But I want to know the specifics. Y'all better ask them, what about the specifics of the shit? How are you going to dispute? What about our children's college? What about this? What about that? You just don't go in there and then get all fucking, ask the Jim Jones crew. Bless their hearts. Bless their heart. They got finessed to go to another fucking country way away from America, sold all they shit and gave it to Jim Jones, and look at them now. They gone. They had a couple of people that survived, and they was fucking lucky, if you ask me. They was lucky because they was there, so they was part of they was brainwashed. They just got fucking lucky. That's all it is. They got lucky. Period. All the rest of them drank the fucking Kool-Aid. Don't drink the fucking Kool-Aid about nothing. About nothing. When they try to finesse you, and like I said, it's all the whole package of this matrix system is nothing but a finesse. And the finessing part comes from the low vibrational within. So man is very low vibrational because all they do is finesse you with people, places, and things, and sex, and all this stuff that's tempting. That's supposed to be making you happy. But it does what? Only temporarily. Then you're back on your wheel again, running and not going anywhere. Right? Let's keep it a buck. That's what it is. Pick one motherfucker if you can, because it seems like we have a hard time doing that, yet alone being polygamous. We have a hard time just dealing with one motherfucker in our lives. It is. It's the truth. We have a hard time just dealing with one bitch or hoe in our lives rather than so many other spirits and shit, because we are spiritual beings. We ain't fucking physical. We spiritual. We here having a physical experience. And through those experiences, you're supposed to learn and grow your consciousness mind. But if you're going to operate off your emotions all the time, guess what? You're never going to learn from your experiences, and you're going to come back to this bitch and do the same fucking thing all over again till you get fucking tired. All right? Until you fucking remember, okay, who you truly are. You're going to keep going through it till you remember who the fuck you truly are, okay? Whew. There's always, in a polygamous relationship, I feel like there's always going to be some form of strife and multiple energies to deal with at different times. You just can't control people's feelings. Like I said, I think this type of energy that came from when it was done before is still here now. It keeps reappearing because it's never the right thing. People keep pushing that narrative. People keep finessing it to be the right thing. But when it goes into action, them motherfuckers is gone, and you're left with the consequences to suffer after. Yeah, you got to say they leave you with the consequences because you're the one that got finessed by that certain individual or group. So now you got to deal with them leaving you hanging, and then gaining your own knowledge and self back again. You have to go through that. You got to pick yourself up and move forward. And if you ain't a strong person to do it, you just keep getting finessed all over and over and over again. Like I said, you can't control nobody's feelings. You can't do that. You can't control nobody. You ain't supposed to even try to control nobody. You supposed to let life be life and shit. And look out for your motherfucking self and use that dome as the first thing that's on top of your fucking head to energize the rest of this shit when it comes to your heart. Because that's the main thing you want to protect is your fucking emotions. If you let your emotions out there and shit, you asking for fucking motherfuckers to come in there and stomp it back down in your chest. That's what you're asking for. Pick one and be motherfucking happy. That's what I say. Pick one. First of all, pick yourself and be happy with yourself, and then the rest will fucking follow. How about that? Then work, sit back here, wasting your time, worried about how many women that you can impregnate and shit, because that's what polygamy is to me. Shit, how many women you can impregnate that feed your fucking ego? But I want to know, Mr. Big Stuff, what about the rest of this shit that you ain't talking about that goes along with it? That's what that can happen in one damn family member, one family situation. It could be fucked up because somebody ain't in balance with something and something other and another. Yet alone having 5 and 6 bitches at your side that you have to deal. You ain't talking about that. No, you ain't talking. Oh well, we have to pick. We'll be real picky about. How you gonna be real picky about who you choosing? Like I said, you might choose that one thing and think it's that one thing, but what about when that one thing changes? What do you do then? I want to know that part. I got questions to fucking ask. What do you do with that part when that bitch change and flips up on your ass? You just get rid of her and the child that you had by her? That's fucking toxic. That ain't no good. We seen that with Elijah Muhammad, didn't we? He's supposed to be a world leader, a teacher, and telling people what to fucking do, and he ain't even got his shit in fucking order, bitch. Ain't even got his shit in order. He having all these babies and kept by these younger women that's kind of naive, you know what I'm saying? If that ain't trickery, I don't know what the fuck it is. It's trickery. Because he's fooling around with these young girls that look it up yourself. Fooling around with these young ass girls that didn't have too much of mind. Their mind hasn't developed fully and shit like that. Most of them probably ain't even have a mom or a dad or some shit. He goes and fuck with those. That's who, that's who Muhammad. It wasn't structured or anything like that. It wasn't, it was dysfunctional as fuck because he ain't end up raising none of them. Far as what they were saying, he didn't even give them no fucking money. Now you tell me how the fuck that worked, okay? Stop being finessed by all these people out here that's trying to take words and finesse it to make it look like it's right when they know goddamn well it ain't. Why would anybody be worried about out here telling people and preaching to people that they should have a polygamous relationship when if that's what they want, that's what they should fucking do in their own personal life? Why do they want to get out here and tell somebody that's what they need to do? That shit, I don't understand that. If that's what you want to do, bitch, you do it. You do it. And show the world how it came about, how everything works out. Don't waste your time and energy finessing some goddamn body else, especially if you haven't even done it yet. That's the funny, fucked up part of it. But they talking shit, but they ain't never done it yet their damn self. So y'all be careful of the big finesse. And to me, it's like modern day fucking pimping, if you ask me. You might as well just go on out there, just be a full-blown fucking pimp. Okay, just go out there and pimp them. That's what the fuck it is. A modern day pimp. And that's what it was back then. God damn it, that's what it is now. I'm sorry to say. It takes a special kind of bitch to fall into some polyamic. It take a special bitch to fall into some stuff like that. Just like pimping. That's all it is. People that ain't got no minds and brains to think for themselves fall into this type of stuff. And that's just the truth. You ain't gonna they got degrees. I don't give a fuck. How many, do they have a degree in common motherfucking sense? Do they have that? I don't think so. Or they wouldn't be in it. They wouldn't be in it. I'm sorry to say, they wouldn't be in it if they did. If they had some fucking kind of common sense, they wouldn't be in it. And that's just my opinion, how I feel about it and shit. Y'all can leave your comments, and you ones that's pushing this shit, you don't try to tell, you ain't gonna finesse me, period, okay? I don't give a damn what you say, how you say it. You're not going to make me believe in this one way or another. You can explain yourself, and you can go into details, and you can start sending me Bible verses and all that. All in all, you ain't going to finesse me, but I'll listen. I'll take your comments and I'll put them out there, and I'll respond or whatever if I feel the fuck like it. Okay, other than that, I'm just saying, you hit them bullet points that I just talked about. Hey, then we can have a conversation and say, oh well, maybe my opinion's wrong and shit. But I doubt it. I doubt if you can fill in them bullet points that I put out. And see, and the only ones you want to finesse is people that don't ask you shit. The ones that, the people that don't, these women that's going to be like, oh, okay, I'm not going to ask nothing. The way he finesses, the way he sounds and shit, the way he looks, I can do that. Okay. All right. Sometimes with the Hermit Major Arcana card here, and I'm using just the majors right now to let y'all know, because in the tarot world, when, the energies that comes out and the whole entire deck is nothing but about people, places, and things, experiences, life. But your life is to help you remember who the fuck you are, and you're every goddamn one of 22 of these major arcana cards, which are major events. This is what comes in your experiences. This is what the energy you need to delve into to help make you a whole person, to help you be happy with inside yourself, so you can gravitate happiness that you feel, okay? It's to make you a whole person. You remember that song, Michael Jackson? We are the world. We are the children. We're the universe. We are all whole, or supposed to be. But you got that crafty ass motherfucking matrix system. These crafty ones, all they are, they human, yeah, but they operating on their lower selves. And they got the money. See, that's what I'm saying. They got the money to finesse your monkey ass. Yeah, they got the money. It's all around you. And they using it all to finesse your whatever needs you want temporarily until they got your soul all fucked up. That's the devil. All right? That's the devil within you, within me, and with this. And the people that own it, the people that got money and own it are the worst. They ain't gonna never come up out of this devil energy because because that energy fulfills them, I guess, temporary shit. They could be getting all fucked up all the time, but they ain't gonna tell you that shit though. They ain't gonna tell you that, that their energy thrives off of your energy, period. They want to, their energy, they're so ego-based that they just believe in, their mindset is controlling the world. That's what it is, controlling the world, having control. That's their ego-based thing. That's why they edge God out. And, and they got all the money to persuade you whatever. They already know what the temptations are of the world. They know. And they got it all down pat. And they're going to forever entice you in this bitch. Why? So you can come back and jump on that little wheel and they can bitch slap your ass again when you come back again. Bitches, don't you understand? Yeah, that's how much an important person you are, but you the one gonna have to fucking realize it, and it's gonna take wisdom. The energy of the hermit, where you can sit your punk ass down and start getting your wisdom and your knowledge without other people and places around you trying to influence and finesse your ass. This is how you find out who the fuck you really are. This is how you come back to who you are. This is how you fucking remember. Not what people finesse you and make it sound good to you. It's you. See, I'm teaching you about your inner self, yourself, who you the fuck are, for the betterment of yourself. Right? For the betterment of yourself. You can always do what the fuck you want to do. But until we really come to these 22 Arcana cards that I'm going to show you, look on my community site, you're able to read it. How you become a well-rounded person in this bitch. And you don't get tempted by your temptations. Because they all around you. Every time you wake up, there's a temptation there. You the one gotta fix this shit by just, shining a light on yourself. All right, with the hermit, he shines the light on himself. Okay. He don't worry about people, places, and things around him. The hermit don't. The hermit don't worry about. He shuts the fuck down. He locks camp down. You try to knock on their door, they're gonna fucking ignore you because they tried to seek knowledge through their own, and that's what you're supposed to do. Looking deep inside yourself, figuring out yourself first. That's how you stay on top of the game. That's how you stay on top of the game. Ask a lot of Virgos that y'all know. Ask them. They may not even tell you. They might not even tell you. Because they done gained so much knowledge that, their spirit be like, yeah, you ain't worth telling. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna use nothing against me. You ain't gonna take the knowledge and try to turn it against me. That's what they may think too. So no. Be your own all-knowing, period. Damn it. Then you gain strength with the chariot. Be the chariot too. All of them I'm showing you, all 22 cards and how they beneficial to you because they're major. They're the major cards. They trump over any other thing that goes on in the tarot deck. These bad boys trump over, and you're going to have to be able strong enough to have all these type of energies in you to trump, to make it. out of the bullshit that you're going to be tempted and get and turn around in circles over and over and over again. Look, be like the damn hermit and get off of that fucking treadmill or whatever the hell it is you're going around in circles. Step off of it so you can guide your own path. So you can figure your own self out. So you know where to go without having to be influenced and finessed by every fucking else thing around you. Because they're finessing you for a fucking always ask them, when they finesse you, they finessing you for something. They getting something out of it. And with this poly shit, these men is getting fucking all types of pussy. And all types of babies. And it makes them feel motherfucking like they... The ego is not the God in them that's supposed to be supreme and, you know, and humbled. And it's the type that makes them feel some kind of something that's missing in their fucking life and shit. You don't believe me? Go look at young Pharaoh. I said I wasn't going to say no name, but just something you're familiar with. And watch the big finesse, okay? At first, I used to like that. You know, some things, you know, people can flex on. And, you know, and like I said, and it sounds good. And that's just to bring you in until they get everything that they can get out of you. And then they're fucking gone. You know, be careful. That's all. Listen to Ringo. He talks about it a lot. Yeah, Ringo TV or something like Ringo. And he's another one I used to do when I first started going on YouTube. And then I like, wait a minute. Then they start skipping to the side about some shit like, what? And don't get me wrong, he got good content. Both of them do. They have some content that you can, but some of the stuff, like I said, you're going to have to go on one ear and out the fucking other. That's all I'm saying. And most of the time, the knowledge that you get, you need to be getting it from your higher self by becoming the hermit and shut all that other motherfucking shit out, because all it is a big finesse motherfucking game. That's all it is. And it takes your focus off of yourself and it starts making you believe in others and believing in something that already happened before. It's already happened. There's nothing new. These motherfuckers ain't got no fucking bright ideas or nothing. Nothing. And like I said, it's time for you to, you know, move forward, kind of like be confident within yourself with the Chariot. The energy of the Chariot is somebody who is, you know, becomes very confident enough within themselves as the hermit, and when they come out of hermit mode, you know, and they got all, you know, the energies that they need to get from the higher power with their higher selves, because they kind of, when you become the hermit, you go back to who, and you remember who you are. That's all it is. Start remembering who you are. Then you start being in connection with where you really came from. The spiritual aspects of things. You're everlasting. You are an everlasting being. You are. Even without this physical, you can't last physically here forever. This physical gotta go. So you have the physical and the spiritual. The devil energy is the physical. The spiritual energy is the spiritual. The inside, where you come from, where you really go before this skin became a part of you, before you went back into a circle. Okay, you everything is a fucking circle, is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You came here out of a circle, a round circle, going around in circles, everything is about circles, and she keep repeating itself. And when you come back in a fucking circle. You come out of this bitch and you do the fucking same thing again whatever your mission is, okay? Whatever grade level did you have an F? Did you really flunk and shit? So you got to really start. I'm gonna go. Look, Chariot, yeah. It's about having that confidence after you come out the hermit mode, so you can take control and reins of your own damn life. The Chariot, in, you know, most decks it shows where the person's on the Chariot and they got reins of both the horses, the black and the white, the dual, the black and the white, and pull them both together so they can ride this. You control it. You controlling those two horses, which is a part of you, the light and the dark, and you put it together and you come out and you be able to move with confidence and faith within yourself and knowing where you're going. Not being fucking finessed by everything else. You see these two people in here by themselves, right? It's all about self. That's why they always, it's all about yourself. Seriously, pulling, you got to do it yourself. And then, you know, you become the high priestess, okay? The high priestess is the all-knowing. The high priestess is the type that, you know, is a visionary, okay? The high priest is like an empath. She knows stuff. Or he or she is just energy. You know, let me just stop saying it's just energy. We have to, whether it's a male, female on these fucking cards, it all adds up to just energy. And we all are supposed to be embodying it to become what? The world. Because you are who? You're the world. If we don't get it together like this, what happens? We reincarnate. And do it fuck again. So, yeah, this energy of the high priest is like, you know, it's almost like, you know, you have control of your Akashic record. See? She has that book. You know, they take down the energies, you know, you take down everything you have done and you learn through your experiences and you're able to see. You're able to see what you used to couldn't see. And it's like you don't let everybody know what you see. You just act off what you see. You don't need to let people know. You just act off of it. It's like the all-knowing. Like you know what the fuck you got to explain something to everybody so they can what? Try to trick you again? So they can try to finesse you again? No, use that high priestess and just write that shit down in your fucking head. Use your intuition as your guide. Because why? When you was in hermit mode, that's what you learned from your higher fucking self. Period. So you're able to move forward, you know, without anybody trying to fuck with your two horses there. You know, your balance. Anybody trying to fuck with your balance. You already know now. You know. All right. You know, because, you know, through all that, you got strength now and you got courage. There's nothing around you or anybody should knock you off your feet anymore. Yeah, we go through trials and tribulation, but all these 22 major arcana cards is what you're supposed to embody. Them little cards is the experiences that you went through to become all these 22 major arcanas. That's all that is. It's just your experiences. And your experience is supposed to bring you to all these major arcana cards. Your higher self. Period. Knowing and remembering who the fuck you are. You're a supreme person. You have it all. You can do it all. All right? Yeah. You always have that strength and courage. You gain the strength. You gain the courage. And here go judgment, okay? The energy of the judgment. It's where you can look yourself in the fucking mirror and take on responsibility of what happened in your life, why it happened, and how you can change it. Judgment is in this Aquarius age, that we're in the age of Aquarius right now, and everybody's up for judgment. God damn it, nobody's getting away with nothing, whether it be good or bad. You're gonna get your good if you reap good. You're gonna get your bad if you reap motherfucking bad. That's what karma the fuck is. It's what you put out there. And the universe is going to do nothing but send it right back to you. Because I always say, what you throw out there, that's what the fuck you need to sit back and expect to come right back to you. Good or bad. That's just it. That's what I'm saying. You got to know, remember who the fuck you are. And you better remember how to use your power. Because we're all powerful beings, each and every one of us. None of us None of us were turned down from this type of energy of these major arcanas. We turn it down our fucking self by not learning from the experiences. Everything that happened to you, you're taking turn and you don't face responsibility on it, right? That's the judgment in reverse. And then you start blaming everything on everybody else, and you'll never learn because you're afraid of yourself. You're afraid of putting yourself up. You're afraid to come to terms about what you're doing to your motherfucking self. You'll put it on every goddamn body else, but that's not what judgment is about. It's about facing the music, baby, because that's what's going to help you to move forward and shit. That's what's going to help you. That's what's going to give you the strength. That's what's going to give you the knowledge to use your intuition. That's what's going to give you the enlightened being that you are as the hermit. Not trying to run away from it, but accepting it, like looking dead at the fucking shit. Fuck everybody else and what they've done to you and shit. That's what it's really about. And go back and stop letting them, by the way they treated you, hinder your success, hinder your life, hinder you from your highest self. Your higher self is the best self you ever can be. It's like floating on fucking cloud 9 in a world of despair, in a world of people that don't want to fucking do it. You'll be able to do it. You've connected to your higher self. And the emperor, yeah, you took control of your life. That's what the emperor does. The emperor's energy, I keep saying, like it's a but we're all energies here. And once you embody these energies, you will understand who you are, where you came up from, and what you're supposed to be doing. Not being finessed by anything around you. Nothing. When you know who you are, you'll attract all the energy to you. You don't have to go out here and be finessed by it. You'll attract it yourself by what? Just by doing the damn thing. Money is energy too, right? Whatever it is you need is energy, and it can be through you knowing who you are. You can, without stepping and fighting and grinding on somebody else's shit that you think got more. How do you think they got anything? You think they fucking finesse the fuck out of shit to get stuff? I'm talking about, the ordinary. We know man that's finessing this fucking world, this low vibrational here. We know what the fuck they did. But you stepping outside of this bullshit, you getting off that hamster wheel will put you back in control of your life. Man will not do it for you. They will finesse you, and it will be a temporary fix, but then you'll be on that fucking wheel again before you fucking know it. And if you keep doing it too many fucking times, that's when you're trapped. That's when you're trapped. And that's when that devil, that low vibrational, that thing inside of you that you didn't face, has taken over control of your whole entire being. No balance whatsoever. So go ahead in there and take control of your fucking life. Do it now. Do it today. And you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay? And then we have the sun, your higher self. Okay? It's the biggest fucking card. All right? That will bring you back to your true self. The sun is about happiness, joy. It's about rebirth as well. It's about being your true self. It's about being authentic, not like everybody else. Not being pulled from one person to another. Not listening to all the hokey doke bullshit that people got to say anymore that don't make no sense. It ain't supposed to make sense. You supposed to shun it away. You supposed to be telling them to get the fuck out your face if they're not talking properly. How else they gonna? For you're a God. How are they going to learn if you're in your higher self and you just let them come around talking any type of shit to you that don't add up? You have to have the strength and the courage enough. We seen the strength card, and tell these bitches, look, I don't want to hear that fucking shit. Take it somewhere else. Cause I don't roll like that. And then you ain't got to worry about hearing that shit no more, because they're going to remember not to fuck with you about some dumb shit. And if they do come, they're going to come correct, because you done already set them straight. You done let them know. Oh, I don't want to hear that fucking shit about your wife's dick, pussy, whatever the fuck. That ain't my fucking business, you dumbass. I don't want to hear it. Fuck you. That shit should be talked about between you and whoever you talking about. Not me, bitch. Get a fucking life. And then you become the star. The star talks about, hopes. It talks about having faith in situations through the experience that you go through in this thing called life. Because some things you have to have faith. You have to have faith in yourself. That's why you combine all these 22 energies here, and you're the world. You're the fucking world. You got it. You already know. All right. So you have to look at yourself as a star amongst anybody else's. This is what brings you all this energy, this big energy. This is the final energy, okay? Like they say, this is the final something on Star Trek. Yeah. And then you become this high priestess. Did we have that before? Did I have? Because I know one card was missing and I had to use it from a different deck. So I already talked about the high priestess. I thought I was missing it, so I got it out of another deck. So I'm missing something. I don't know which one it is. But, and then, we had the tower, all right? The tower, another major arcana, major events, that are spiritual. That's going to happen behind the scenes and shit. That's going to hit your spirit. Not man. Man ain't going to save you from the tower because they the ones created it. And if you're finessed by it, you're in it. You're in it. And that shit's going to come tumbling the fuck down every damn time. So, we all have to go through major events. We all going to be taken by surprise. But are you ready for it? Have you went through all the ones that I have already told you about? So if something like this happened, all you going to do is just dust yourself off and just rebuild again. But it's going to be rebuilt on something solid and firm. So where this don't happen again. Nothing could be able to, shatter you. I want to let y'all know too, this bitch. The reason why they going through this book, because see, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. China owns America right now, and what you're not seeing, beside what you fucking looking at all the time and believing in, and that's what they want you to do, so they can take your focus off of what's really going on. And what's really going on is that America's not fucking America, and they're not owned by Americans. They're owned by China. China owes every motherfucking thing here. And what's happening is America can't pay China their fucking money back, right? Russia or any of the other motherfucking country they done fucked over and try to take shit, right? They can't pay them the fuck back. So what they have done is written you and our motherfucking asses over to them. That's what's happening. Fuck all this stuff about you need to have a shot and all this fucking shit and try to finesse you. See, they finessing your ass and you believe in it. And in the background, they fucking, you ain't seen the real shit come down, but it's coming. God damn it, this tower right here is coming. And guess who's bringing it on? The Most High. The one that's in control any fucking way. All right? Yeah, it's coming. It's like a thief in the damn night. Like a thief in the night. And y'all gonna wake up one day and be like, where's my fucking house? Where's my car? If you don't fucking own it. If you don't own it, I'm trying to tell you what the fuck's gonna happen. They're gonna take every goddamn thing you got. It's just like, this shit done happened before. Like I said, it keeps circling around over and over and over again. So if you ain't got no piece of paper showing ownership of what you have, they're going to fucking take it. And that's what they're fucking doing. Talking about, and they keeping you, they making it look like it's a pandemic to, if it's a pandemic and it's not y'all motherfucking fault, how come you're not getting an ongoing check every fucking month? They're waiting for this fucking tower to happen. And they ain't gonna fucking tell you about it. Them fuckers underneath ground some fucking where living a whole entire life not like this one up here. You better fucking believe they are. They were preparing for this because they the ones that did it. They the ones did it. And now they want to leave you fucking high and dry. And making you, finessing you into believe, like putting you in a fairy tale land so you don't see it fucking coming. So you don't fucking be prepared for it. So you don't judge them. So you don't hold them accountable for the misinformation and the information that they're not even fucking telling you. And what I'm telling you is this. The fucking shit that's getting ready to go. And if you can see it right now, people's houses getting taken away from them. It's designed like that. They throw you a little bit of money here and there, and they want you to sit back and shut the fuck up. You gonna give me $1,400 or two, and I got fucking bills to pay. I'm behind on my bills. I ain't got no fucking job because you bitch motherfuckers done took it overseas some goddamn where. Even in China makes all our shit now. Low grade shit ain't even worth paying for. Right? So when they really absolutely, they already took it over. They just like, they taking baby steps on the fucking tower right here. They taking baby steps on it because they don't want the world to be in panic. They want to catch y'all fucking off guard. And they going to catch a lot of you bitches off guard because you don't want to listen. You don't want to pay attention. You too busy being finessed. That's what it is. You're too busy using your emotional and let your emotions take the fuck over, so you're not seeing things logically. Believe it or not, this is what the fuck's up. The tower is coming, y'all. Are you ready? Do you have your paperwork in order? Are you in ownership of the shit that you got? Because if you're not, they're going to take it away from you. You're going to be out in these fucking streets and they're not going to give a damn. I'm telling you what's happening. It's already happening. They just not talking about it. Houses getting taken away by the fucking dozens and shit. By the thousands, by the millions all over the world. People ain't got no fuck, but they're not going to show you that shit. They're not going to show it to you because they want to keep finessing you. They don't want you to see the tower coming. They don't want you to see that. They don't want you to see it. They trying to make you think like everything's the fuck okay. But how's that when you don't want to giving people a check every now and again? And what the fuck is $1,400 going to do for a bitch? You tell me, when they got mortgages up here that cost more than that a fucking month. Y'all got to start thinking, what the fuck is really going on here? Y'all better get your shit tight right now. Because, you know, whatever you paying for, China's going to come and take that shit. All right? They are. They're going to take it. They're going to get their money one way or another. Even it's through our sacrificing our families and shit. Putting us out in the fucking street. Get your paperwork in fucking order. Everything you got, you need to be paying for it. If it's paid for, good, you fine, you good. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make the pay. They can't take nothing that you own. This shit, as long as you got paper on it, they can't take that shit. It's them loans and shit like that they got the money off of China for in order to try to keep this bitch going. But they done sold you the fuck out. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. And by you not knowing it, you're going to have to face this dramatic tower and fuck it's going to come out of no fucking where. You're going to be asleep and shit thinking everything okay because you being finessed by the TVs and all this other shit instead of letting spirit being the hermit here help you to figure out and see what the fuck's going on. You're going to be fucking unprepared. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I'm trying to say all. This is it. These 22 major arcana cards is all the fuck you need to do. Again, I told y'all, you gotta be well-rounded in this bitch. You gotta be well-rounded in this bitch in order to get off of that fucking wheel that you're going around on. You gotta move for yourself. You gotta come to your higher being. You gotta remember who you are. You are all these 22 major arcanas. You just have to see it. You just got to remember it. And then once you remember, all that good energy will guide you to where you need to go through all this energy here. Yep, you are the world. It will lead you to you knowing that you're the world. Fuck. You the world. I already done told you. This low vibrational energy, the devil is here. You better believe it. Look. It's the world against the devil. It's the light against the fucking dark here in this bitch right now. Who's gonna fucking win? The world trumps over the devil. All these major arcana cards, that's why I'm telling you, you need to have all this damn major arcana strength. They all trump over the damn devil. Yeah, he's in the mix. The devil's in the fucking mix. The low vibration when it comes to this world, the fucking devil's in the mix. But the world trumps the fucking devil. And I'm showing you all what you need to do in order to defeat it. With that devil within yourself that's easily finessed, and the devil of the world, okay? The dark energies of the world that makes it happen for you, or so-called makes it happen for you temporarily. It don't never fucking last, okay? You're gonna have to transform. You're gonna have to transform yourself. It's time for total transformation. It's time to get rid of the old and follow the new and get with the new. Okay, it's time to release people, places, and things. It's time for you to get in hermit mode. Seriously, now's the time. And you know what? You had the time too in this break, they call it, where you had to stay home. This is when you had time to really go inside yourself. That's when you should have been getting your knowledge. You know, that's kind of a sneaky way of spirit saying, well, okay, man think they can, okay, well, let's give them some time and shut this shit down so they can reconnect with themselves. They really wouldn't have no alternative but to do that. But some of y'all didn't listen. Some of you didn't listen. You know? It was time to transform at that time. You know, even if you follow, you know, the universe, the age, the stars, and all that shit, you would know all of this. That you know you have to transform from this world of finessing to a world of you finessing your own goddamn self, being your own fucking boss. You can do it. You can transform through death. Death of the ego and shit, which is this devil shit. That's what the devil is an ego. The devil is an energy that edges God out, and they want to feel superior. They want to feel like they own everything and know everything and shit. But it's only temporary. Spirit give them a little something, and then it fucking crumbles. That's why spirit don't. That's why all these cards can trump the devil, because the spirit is the one that's really in control of this bitch. Yeah, sometimes you got to stop with the hangman and look at things from a different perspective. Sometimes you got to get off your high fucking ego shit in the head and turn it upside down so you can see it differently, so you can know what the hell's going on, so you can have a temporary pause and say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right here, and I got to see what the fuck it is. Not be passive the fuck aggressive in this bitch, because that's what's wrong right now. People are being passive aggressive and dumb as fuck for no reason, even if they do know this is a decision that they want to be. And then the ones you can't help, that ain't got nothing to do with you. None of this shit got nothing to do with you. You got something to do every little bit of yourself for yourself. Ain't no pastor and preacher gonna come along talking about, oh, you saved because they put water on your fucking head. No, you the one gotta feel this shit internally. Ain't nobody out here to save shit. You gotta save your own goddamn self. And you all you gotta do is remember, and you'll know how. Take a break from this shit. Hold up, wait a minute, let me start looking at this shit from a different angle, because something ain't quite fucking right here. That's when you will know. That's when you will know. You know, hermit and the hangman are sort of like the same energy, just one stronger than the other. It's just this one's getting you prepared, then you get in it like, hold up, wait a minute, let me get to myself and see what the fuck really going on, so I can get the real knowledge, not this fake ass knowledge around this bitch, because it is fake. Okay? And then that's when the Most High will let you know every fucking thing. Remember, everything I'm showing you here is energies. It's energies. The Most High is the Most High energy. And they will guide you. They will show you in the spiritual energy. You have to grab that energy. Knowing who you are, they're gonna be like, yeah, now you know. Now you know. And I'm gonna tell you now. Because this major here, the high priest, I ain't talking about the physical shit. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about spirit. This is energy, spiritual energy. That's all the fuck you need. That's all you need. Right here. That's all you need. And you know, once you get to that point, you'll be able to manage your own life. Like I said, spirit will always be there to teach you and to show you where you need to go, what you need to do. That's your higher self talking. All these 22 major arcana cards is your higher self talking here. All right. And they're within each and every one of us. All we have to do is just go back and remember. That's all. That's all. And we got the lovers again. The lovers, you know, indicates choices. Okay. We ain't talking about no fucking love. Doing no love reading up. Like, we talking about the energies. And the energies of this lover card, when it all boils down and say, like I said, we all 22 major arcanas, the big boys, the big dogs, the one that call the shots is you. You gonna find out that man don't call no fucking shots. Y'all in for the, like I already showed you the tower. You get ready to see what the real deal is here. If you think man the real deal, you gonna see when this tower comes. So hey, let's get it together here. Time is running out. It ain't for me and anybody else who's awakening this bitch. And all of us that been shunned to the side and called crazy. It ain't too late for us. We fucking laughing our asses off and still trying to help. Still trying to help because we done found out who we are. So we want you to know who you are, because we're love. We're all supposed to be that. We're all the world. Shit. Okay, so the lover's energy is about, falling in love with yourself. And once you fall in love with yourself, what you do, you gravitate love to you. You graduate the energies of love to you. Because you are really the one responsible for your whole entire fucking life. Fuck all the shit you went through as a kid. Sometimes that's why I say when you get inside like the hermit, spirit will be like, fuck that shit. I ain't what I'm talking about. I wanted you here. I wanted you here so I can show you and help you remember who you are, so you can say fuck all that. See? First of all, you have to surrender. And the rest of it is easy. Easy breezy, bitches. Seriously. Love yourself so others can love you. You always know where I feel like this, the Gemini is the twins. That's what energy is, Gemini energy. So I always think of this as the yin and the yang of your own self, embracing yourself, loving yourself. When it boils down to the spirituality energies of this bitch. And here's the Empress, okay? Again, the Empress is the gatekeeper of the world. She, this is empathic people. Empathic people who realize who they are, who have awoken, who have been through the struggle. Somebody who's been carrying a cross. Somebody who, these are certain amount of people who came here knowing, okay? This is a special kind of energy here, because there is some special energies that have to come here on the basis of knowing this world is fucked up, and they got to go through the fucked up energies with the world, but stays grounded. That stays like Earth, Wind, and Fire says, that's the way of the world. They stay that's the way of the world. That's what they do. They tackle on people's empaths, always attract fucked up people, and that's just the way it is. They attract fucked up people. They're supposed to. That's what they were put here for, because when it all boils down to, these people always stand strong through their adversities. You think that you've done some fucked up shit to a person like this, energies like this. They've been through all kind of fucking hell since the fucking day one of their damn life. But this is what the rewards that they get, though. They be grounded. They always see. You ever wonder why somebody always on the up and up and always smiling? Some of y'all think that shit's fake, because there's a lot of fake people out here faking it. They faking the funk until you really look into that situation to find out them bitches is just portraying a role. But real people is what I'm talking about. Always got a smile on her face. Always having hope in the fucking world. Always giving. Always. Continuously. Even though y'all be fucking them up all the damn time. Because you jealous. You operating off of your devilish side. Your dark energies never worked on it. You gonna find people, everybody gonna run into a person like this in their fucking life. And this person's supposed to help you to run into you being like this too. From fucking them up so much. And then when you get your karma for fucking with somebody like this, that's when you're supposed to realize that this ain't no motherfucking joke going on in this camp when it comes to your spirituality. Who you really are. There's people that come in the world that's automatically like this. And that's the God's honest truth. They get fucked left and fucking right. But they keep moving anyway. And bitches and hoes can't really understand it. They look back like, oh shit, I was supposed to fuck that person, supposed to be fucked up by now. That person's supposed to be down and out. That person's supposed to lose their home, lose their car. No, they keep getting fucking more shit. Because they the child of God. They are a special person being put here to help set your monkey ass free. not to be jealous of. They came in this world with this shit, bitches. They came in here with it. Their table was already set. Because Spirit already knew what they had to endure in this worldly bitch. So you think you've been through something? Come here and sacrifice your life and I'm talking about really write it in the Akasha records before you get here and say, yeah, I want to be an empress, and you're looking at it like on the physical like man does, and see what the bitch shit happened to your ass. You gotta know. You gotta sacrifice. Oh no, it ain't gonna be all what it appears to be. But spiritually, you're abundant as fuck. And can't nobody fucking stop. Nobody. Justice. The Empress is here to bring on justice. You know, they come here to let you fuck all over them, you know, and throw daggers at them and try to, you know, do all the fucked up shit you can to them. And then, you know, that's what I'm saying. They're just a mortar for the Most High, okay? They sacrifice their life for your dumb bitch asses out here who don't want to do the right fucking thing. And then they bring on karma to your ass, okay, with judgment. Somehow, some way, you bitches and hoes is going to get it right. Excuse my language, but Spirit is fucking tired right now, and I try to tone it down even so, but I can't get rid of the energies that they giving me when I'm speaking. I can't do it. I can't for no one. You just go away then and live your own bitch ass fucked up life then. That's all I can tell you. But for those who are strong and can get this message somehow, some fucking way, and it may not be in this bitch ass lifetime, somebody gonna get it. And that's all the Spirit wants. Somebody to fucking get it. Because justice always stands. You are fucking justice. You can justify your own life by doing the things that you need to do to remember who you are. Justify your life. Because good or bad, justice is going to show up, and they're going to give you the same thing that you put out there to the fucking world. And that's just the honest to God truth. So, so right your wrongs and shit. You can do it to fucking day. Don't fucking remember it no more. Just change. Just change. Just justify this shit for yourself. Because you can do it. You are justice, okay? You can do it. You can justify anything you want to justify. You just have to step out in faith and do it. And get out of your fucking ego and pride and do it. That's more easier than you trying to fuck shit up all the damn time. Because all you asking for is karma after karma after karma. And you're back on that fucking wheel again. Remember the wheel we talked about earlier? Going around in a fucking round? Yeah, you back on that bitch again. All these cards talks about you stepping off that fucking wheel and walk your own fucking walk, regardless of the finessing that's going on in this world today. Here we go. Now you're the magician and shit. Now you have all the tools necessary, okay? Now you can create the life that you want to create. Now that you done got yourself straightened out, now you know who you are and where you come from. One Spirit is saying you can use everything, all the tools. They're giving it all to you, like, here, fuck it. Create your own shit. Make yourself happy. You know, magicians is an energy of like pulling things to you out of your own good deeds without hurting anybody, without stepping on anybody's foot. Why? Because you already know who you are. You know what you can do now. You don't need to go through all that shit. So all you're going to do is be blessed, have a blessing after blessing after blessing. And you'll be able to hold the world in your motherfucking hand, because I already told you, all of you are the world. Bitch asses. When you going to realize it? And the fool, just take the fucking mask off. Stop masquerading around and shit. Show your motherfucking hand. Show yourself who you the fuck are. Let's get real up in this bitch now. Let's bring the realness back. It's time. It's gonna happen with or without your monkey asses. But you can't say that you ain't been told. You can't say that you ain't been told. The dog represents spirituality. The dog is there, saying, look, you ain't gotta be this way. You ain't gotta be all fucked up and finessed all your goddamn life. You ain't gotta live in this fake ass world. You supposed to experience this and move the fuck on and be your own person. Create your own things with the magician. Knowing who you are and remembering where you come from. You don't need all that dark motherfucking energy. You don't need to grab nobody else's shit. You can finesse it and grab it yourself. You have to finesse within yourself. You don't need man to give it to you and then end up fucking it up. That's all they gonna do. That's what you got with you. Man, finesse is gonna fuck you up. Period. But what you finesse within yourself, when you find out deep down inside who you are, where you came from, you can finesse what you want to finesse. And it's gonna last a motherfucking lifetime. How about that? Ain't gonna be no temporary shit. It ain't gonna fall the fucking apart. It's gonna stay solid because you made it happen for yourself, goddammit. Woo. 3 more cards and we out of here, y'all. Yeah. Look, Wheel of Fortune. Then guess what? Like I said, you just everything is strong. Everything is power. You find out now that you know what? Now the power is within me. I can finesse. I could put the shit down tomorrow and pick it back up the next day, and I'm going to finesse some shit in my life because this is my own creation. I know who I am. I know where I come from. I know my power. And I can't abuse it. Why should I abuse it? Why? When I know who I am and how I can do it. Like a genie in a motherfucking... You're a genie in your own goddamn bottle, okay? So you won't need to do all this finessing shit. You won't need to grab shit from other... You don't need to use and abuse nobody else because it's all within inside of you, and you done went inside and you know who you are now. You know what you can do. So what would you need things outside of yourself to do it for when you could do it yourself? And make this shit last forever, not temporarily. And then you got to jump back on the bandwagon again and wear your monkey ass out. For what? When you could do it yourself. See? Because you done balance yourself out. You know now. Temperance is about having patience with yourself. It's about having faith within yourself. It's about knowing who you are, where you going. You got this shit under control. Temperance is about having control. Temperance about, staying in your own fucking lane. Not every fucking body else's. Temperance is a spiritual awakening. Knowing who you are, where you're going. I don't need this bitch for nothing because I could finesse it my goddamn self. I'm not the one to be afraid of and scared of because I could do it my goddamn self. And the Moon. Last card, y'all. Let you go. Because this is all of you. This is all it takes. Even though you find yourself on a dark path, or you feel like you're on a dark path, or you feel like you don't know, you will know. You will know. That's your experiences in life. Sometimes some things you ain't gonna know. You're gonna be put through a dark path. But if you have all this high energy, knowing who you are, you're not scared of a motherfucking thing. There's nothing to be scared of, and there's nothing that you ain't gonna know before you get there or after you get there. Because you got all 22 major arcana energies in you. So what the fuck? The moon, the darkness don't mean shit. You can walk down that path anyway. Long as you ain't doing nothing to nobody else, you're gonna be all right anyhow. This energy will give you your clue. They'll give you a clue and give you a guidance even when it's dark. And I'm not even talking about, I'm just saying when you feel like you may be blind or maybe a situation that you don't know nothing about yet, it will be revealed. And you will know where to go from there. But you better best believe have all these other energies ready in order to get there. You have to believe. You have to know. And then when that whistle blows, like, you know, you walking down that path, you're like, it's going to come out. It's going to reveal itself to you. And you'll be able to dodge a bullet. You'll be able to be like, oh, okay. You ain't going to fear it. You, this is something where you be at a point where you making it. And it ain't no time to give up. Because your intuition will lead you through that dark path of whatever it may be. So don't let this fucking moon card fool you either. Because what goes on in the dark, you got to understand, it will come to the motherfucking light for you. You are the light. You are the moon. What are you fucking scared of something for when you are it? You're it. You ain't got no reason to be scared of it because you know. Intuition tells you. I hope that made sense, y'all. Like, share, subscribe this, okay? And I will catch you guys back on, you know, when I, you know, after I meditate and find out what spirit other want me to talk about. But, you know, and I know I'll be all over the place sometime, but I can't help it. So much stuff goes through my mind. Spirit be telling me so much. It really does. Tell me so much. And, you know, I want to get it all out. I think sometimes you're like, look, just take it a piece by piece. But, you know, it's, you know, take it out of my hands like that. But, I don't know. I wish all y'all love and light. I hope this message made, you know, a difference in somebody's life, whether it's one person or not. It doesn't matter. That matters. That even if it's just one person. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out here. And I'm not trying to finesse anybody. Not trying to make you do anything. I'm just giving you your options of what spirit is telling you. You have your options. You have your choices. And I'm telling you as well from spirit that, you know, when you keep making the same choices that's not good for you over and over again, they're trying to tell you where that's leading you at. They're trying to show you both sides. So they want you to temper this stuff. They want you to get this stuff under control so you can be in control of your own life. You can do, you'll be your own magician, not fucking man. That's only finessing you for temporary reasons. And get your fucking house and shit and all that in order. Fucking motherfucker. You can do it all by yourself. You built for this stuff. You built for it. Spirit made you built for this stuff or you wouldn't be here. But some people just fall to the wayside and doubt every fucking thing. And then they end up needing everybody else for shit. You watch and see. We gonna wake up one day, everybody gonna be running around here with like chickens with their head cut the fuck off. And I'm not lying about that. If they ain't got their shit in order, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Y'all seen that damn tower, didn't you? So, if y'all like to have your own personal private reading, you know, just look below, see my information, get in contact. I'll be glad to give you a personal private reading, regardless of whatever it is you want to talk about. Spirit will be able to enlighten you through me. You guys take care. Love each and every one of you, and I'll see you again on my Cadillac Confessions. Bye.